Very cool. John, thanks for being with us tonight.
Adam, thanks for having me.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
John Knapp with the J Knapp Agency.
And you are?
We do insurance since 1988.
1988. So you've got a little bit of context and you understand your field.
I have spent many years doing this, yes.
Still learning.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
It's always a start.
So, hindsight's 2020. Let's start there. You've been doing insurance for 32 years now. What is a moment in time that you can remember where you wish you would have known better or somebody would have told you before X happened?
I started my career when I was 25 years old. At age 26, I wished I would have knew about this when I was 18.
So you wish somebody would have helped you take the risk and go into business for yourself earlier?
Absolutely.
Well, that's an important thing in life. People assume that there's only one track. Go to school, get good grades, go to college.
They should do what they love and do it early.
I like that. So you obviously understand that because of what you do with your business. You're a business owner. But do you think that you find pride in business ownership and people doing what they love because you get to see these entrepreneurs and these business owners evolve over time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Most of my clients started out as a one-man shop and they grew into multi-million-dollar companies.
I bet that's hindsight 2020 for some of your clients that didn't want to compete.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And basically the whole idea is just to start. That's you can't do anything unless you just do the first move and just start.
Well, starting is most of the work, right?
Oh yeah.
It's easy to keep momentum, but getting that initial start.
And don't get discouraged, because there's always going to be tough times, especially when you first start out. But if you just can keep on moving forward, it always works out.
We were talking about how you like to watch business owners do something that they like and they love, right?
Yeah.
They take the risk and they start down a path of desire, something that can help them feel alive in life. And I think context to that, and I've seen it in my life, is being a business owner, one thing, and experiencing that and enjoying it is great and it's fulfilling, but your job as an advisor and a risk manager, you get to watch people go from 0 to 1 million. I mean, you get to watch them evolve year over year and change and adapt and take risks, and they do that hopefully in collaboration with you.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about your experience on that.
There's been so many experiences where I've seen people that have started with nothing and they've done what they've loved or what they understood and they enjoyed what they were doing. And they brought other people around them that enjoyed the same things and it grew their businesses.
Right, so bringing people around that love the same thing you think is a good magnetism to help
growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's true in being an advisor, that if you love watching them grow and engaging in that desire, do you think that helps them grow?
To be an advisor, it helps them see a path where they don't go backwards. Because with my business, we talk to a lot of people in the same industry, and you get very comfortable with those people, and they tell you their stories, and then you can share those stories on how their failures or their stuff that slowed them down, you can relate to the others.
So you're able to take some of your experience both in advocating and mitigating their risk and the experience from the clients and
merge them together
and bring them to new people in that same industry or niche, which is awesome because experience is what makes us. You're able to take those experiences, and experiences are what make us, right? But hopefully we don't make the same mistakes. You take some of that learning and the education and you give it to a new generation, which allows them to grow faster, to grow stronger, to be more purposeful, which I think is a value that a lot of people overlook.
Well, life is just about experiences, and if you can take a few shortcuts, it makes it a little bit faster to get to your goals.
Do you think that you are one of the reasons they have confidence to take those shortcuts?
They understand and they look at situations where they have an understanding where they don't have to do the same mistakes other people have done. So I think so, yes.
So I want to go back to the Hindsight's 2020. You start with businesses that are created from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
People that are entrepreneurs that decide to get into an industry because they love it for themselves.
Yeah.
And watching them go from nothing to greatness takes time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't get out of their own way, and they can't see that time and their efforts compounding.
Yeah.
So how do you, as an advisor and as a partner, communicate that to them so that they can build trust and you show them the vision year over year?
You know, it comes down to one simple thing. It's all about luck. And to gain luck, you have to work hard at it. The harder you work, the smarter you work, the luckier you get.
I like that.
And if you can put that into somebody's sights, that if they could just put the time in and do the things that they have to do, you can be a success in any industry. But you just have to put the time in.
And it's cool because you get the position of watching them grow year over year.
Yeah.
I like that. I like to believe that luck is preparation meeting opportunity. So
Absolutely.
if you're prepared and you're out there really getting after it and you've got this drive and this desire to grow, you definitely will become more aware of the luck that's on your side and the opportunities because you've got that drive. Having an advisor on your side, I think, really speaks a lot to people because at the end of the day, we're our own worst enemies. We fear what we don't know.
Absolutely.
And if we don't get out of our own way or take risks to grow aggressively, then we're just going to be, we plateau and we fall apart. We lose the desire.
The greatest place to learn is on your failures. You know, if everything went peachy keen all the time, you don't learn anything. Where you grow, the most growth you have is in your failures.
No, I understand that. Probably too much. So, John, in your experience, 32 years business ownership, also doing the same thing, advising other business owners, what is one piece of advice that you would give clients moving into the new decade in a way that they can collaborate better with their teams?
Keep everything simple. That's the best way to do it, is just keep everything simple.
I like that. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And with technology now, everything is simpler than it was 20, 30 years ago.
I agree. I think people overcomplicate things and they get overwhelmed by everything that can be thrown at us. And there's no excuse to not aggressively chase that dream because technology's made everything else more efficient.
Oh, yeah.
More transparent. So I like that. Do you think the advisors should also keep it simple?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep it where both parties can understand it.
So when you go after a particular niche, a business and an industry, how do you know you want to continue down that line?
If I have success locally, then I expand it to a region and across the United States. It's because you're speaking to the same people, they have the same problems, and they can have the same solutions. And you get their language that way. And once you can communicate with them and they can communicate back with you and you're talking the same language, it's easier to move forward with it.
I like that. So you create confidence in the industry because
Yes.
you're being educated through mutual collaborations.
Correct.
Wow. What's your favorite industry?
Probably the crane industry.
Is it because they're always uplifting?
Absolutely. They're always lifting up.
There's your dad joke. Well, John, I appreciate you being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.